is the only reason we can now send American astronauts into space.
We have all wondered when these two would fall out, but could anyone have predicted that when it did happen, it would spiral so fast? With one tweet, a truly imploding relationship after an extraordinary escalation in the space of just a day. Time to drop the really big bomb, Musk wrote. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT. And then, mark this post for the future. The truth will come out, Musk wrote. The spiral had begun hours earlier, before those remarkable comments. It was in his lunchtime meeting with the German Chancellor that President Trump was asked about his old pal's criticism of the massive spending bill the president is trying to push through Congress.
I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot.
Musk hates the bill. It will raise the country's debt, he says, and he has been publicly critical of it.
I'm very disappointed because Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here, better than you people. He knew everything about it. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden he had a problem, and he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate, because that's billions and billions of dollars, and it really is unfair.
Musk was watching, of course he was, and he shot back on X, of course, to his 220 million followers. Whatever, he wrote. Keep the EV solar incentive cuts in the bill, even though no oil and gas subsidies are touched, very unfair, but ditch the mountain of disgusting pork in the bill. He went on, in the entire history of civilization, there has never been legislation that is both big and beautiful. Everyone knows this. And then the kicker. Without me, Trump would have lost the election. The Dems would control the House, and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. Trump's response: Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave the White House. It didn't look that way on Friday, when the farewell seemed to be a fond one.
Elon's service to America has been without comparison in modern history.
Now Trump is saying this: the easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. And now Musk is musing with a poll whether it's time to set up a new political party. And then, late in the afternoon, the wheels came off. We do not know quite what Musk is alleging with his reference to Jeffrey Epstein. He and Trump were socially acquainted during the 1990s and 2000s. Epstein died in prison in 2019. He was awaiting trial for sexual abuse and the trafficking of minors. Sky News has approached the White House for comment. This is no trivial spat. It is between the most consequential president in American history and the world's richest man. Together, they have massive political and financial clout. We have seen what that looks like when they work together. Working apart against each other, it could be so much more consequential still. And it just got very, very personal. Mark Stone, Sky News in Washington.